Here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. And if you happen to be brand new here, well, welcome. Why don't you grab a seat and stay a while? But as long as you're here, do me a couple favors. Go down and hit that subscribe button and make sure to ring that notification bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. If you're of the 770 plus regulars here, welcome back for another round as you also hit that like button. And before you leave, yes, drop a comment, because as we know, YouTube does love those comments. And of course, share this video with your friends on all social media. Okay, we are about 5.5 weeks away from WrestleMania 42 here in Las Vegas. Now, recent news about an earlier start time for both nights has led to speculation that each night of WrestleMania could be hosting possibly 8 matches per show, the most of any WrestleMania going back to like 1988. Now, with that many possible matches comes a lot more potential for a very stacked WWE women's roster, as the women have been carrying a lot of the shows and even one of the best premium live events from last year ever. Possible matches for this event. So we're going to take a quick look at matches we already know are happening and speculate about some other possibilities.
This is gonna be good.
So let's take a look at two of the matches that we already know are confirmed for WrestleMania weekend. First up, we have the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time, Liv Morgan, challenging Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World Championship. The story's kind of playing out that Liv is the privileged princess who's grown up in the WWE system versus the champion Stephanie, who drug herself from nothing, scraping and clawing her way to get to the WWE and becoming one of the best women's wrestlers on the planet.
That is true.
Now, we also have for the WWE Women's Championship, we have the champion Jade Cargill being challenged by Elimination Chamber winner Rhea Ripley. Apparently drawing from some real-life heat between the two, Rhea stated last Friday on SmackDown that while Jade may look like she's cut from stone, carved out of granite, her body is made for posing, while Rhea's made for fighting, as this is what she does in the ring. And Jade, for lack of a better term, is merely cosplaying as a pro wrestler.
Well, you're not wrong.
As I said, those are some of the matches that we know right now. Let's take a look at the other potential matches for the women of the WWE. Hey guys, I'll get you back to the video in just a second, but let me tell you something about something that's really cool. So, as you know, on Wednesday Nights Overbooked, myself and the guys, well, mostly me, have an affinity for the Joshis, those exciting Japanese female wrestlers that just excite us match after match after match. Well, myself and my friend Jacob Ironside came up with this idea, and we got together with Mixed Tees to bring you guys this. A brand new shirt design with the original Wednesday Nights Overbooked logo on the front and Ron on the back. So little Joshi love here, where you get to walk around with the likes of Kairi Sane, Asuka, Julia, and Io Sky, all for yourself. Now, this shirt is going to be available on my merch store at Mixed Tees. Link is down below in the description. But this is only available for a limited time. This will be available till April 19th, night 2 of WrestleMania. And proceeds in this time frame, from all sales, all the merch is available, percentage of all the revenue generated is going to the Stuttering Foundation of America. So get yourself something really cool and give to a good cause. With that, back to the video. So if we take a look over at the mid-card titles on Raw and SmackDown for the women, I'd say one is very much guaranteed to be featured at WrestleMania. The other might need some help getting there. Now, let's take a look at the Women's Intercontinental Championship and the current champion, AJ Lee. This belt will absolutely be up for grabs in Las Vegas. Now, next week, AJ Lee does have a championship match against number one contender, Bayley, but I feel pretty safe that AJ Lee is still going to be the champion going into WrestleMania, where putting the title on the line, she will then put over a new champion from the next generation. Now, when it comes to the Women's United States champion and the current title holder, Julia, I'm not going to lie, she's going to need a big dance partner to get to defend this title at WrestleMania, and she should defend this title at WrestleMania. Now, I have heard speculation that the Buff Barbie, Tiffany Stratton, was an option in a triple threat with Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace is now no longer in the picture. So Julia and Tiffany could work. But I still think, as I stated last week, if the WWE pulls the trigger on this and makes this match happen with Io Sky, you have an absolute show stealer.
Oh my god. Yes.
And as much as this title annoys me, the Women's Tag Team Championship and the current champions, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, will probably be putting the titles on the line at WrestleMania. A straight-up tag match with another team, probably not going to happen. I'm thinking at minimum, triple threat, ladder match, maybe a team from SmackDown, the former champions, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. And unfortunately, for all of us, the team from Raw would be Nikki and Brie, the Bella Twins, which I'm sure WWE Creative is thinking, ooh, this is what's going to put people in seats.
You sure about that?
And now, there is a story within the women's division that has led to one of the bigger rivalries in the WWE. But it's not who you think of. I'm thinking of the man, Becky Lynch, and her true arch nemesis, referee Jessica Carr. Now, going back to August of last year, in matches that Jessica Carr officiated, Becky Lynch has no wins and 6 losses. Now, I could see a one-off match between Becky and Jessica, who does wrestle in the WWE on the Evolve brand under the name Calix. I could see this match at WrestleMania.
Well, that's interesting.
Now, that is just 6 matches right there. And even with that, there are some big names on the main roster without a path to WrestleMania. But these are just some of my thoughts. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And be sure to tune in tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on this channel for episode 100. That's right, 100. We'll be talking about some of this and a whole lot more. That's me and the guys on Wednesday night is overbooked. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate it. And I'll see you folks all very soon. Hope you're having a great week. Have a wonderful rest of the week ahead of you. Always have fun. Keep talking. Keep smiling. Until next time.